Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix when WWE 2K22 game is stuck on this screen. So here you can see press any button. So when you press any button, it does not go beyond this screen. So if this is what is happening, then please follow the steps shown in this video. So first of all, close the game, and then the first step is to restart your computer. So just restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. Still you're facing the problem, in that case disconnect the controller before starting the game. So if controller is connected, disconnect the controller. If the game is running, end the game and then disconnect the controller, and again connect the controller back, and then try to go beyond this screen. Now the next step is to launch the game. First of all, launch the game and then press Alt+Tab on the keyboard to switch to different screen, and then wait for some time, for a few seconds, and then switch back to the game and then check. Now this has worked for many users, so it might work for you. Now the next step is to close the game and then turn off your controller. So if the controller is on, turn it off, and then again turn it on, and then connect to your computer and then launch the game. Now this has also worked for many players. Now the next step is to unplug mouse and keyboard. If you have external mouse and keyboard connected, disconnect it, and then also disconnect all the USB devices. So disconnect all the external devices from your computer. So disconnect all these devices. If it is connected, disconnect it, and then launch the game. Now the next step is to press Alt+Enter on the keyboard. So when you launch the game, when you see the screen, press Alt+Enter. Now this has also worked for many players, so you can try this. Now the next step is to launch the Steam in big picture mode. Now this has worked for many players. So on Steam, on the top right here, you can see big picture mode. So click on big picture mode. Now go to library and then go to games and find the games, or if you see the game over here, and then click on play. So launch the game in big picture mode. Now the next step is to change screen refresh rate to 60 Hz. For this, go to the start menu, then click on settings, go to system, and then scroll down. Here you can see advanced display settings, click on it, and then make sure that your monitor is selected over here, and then select 60 Hz from the list, and then launch the game. Now this has worked for many players. Now the next step is to launch the game in window mode using the config file. Make changes in config file. For this, open File Explorer on your computer, go to Documents, and then open this WWE 2K22 game folder, and then make a right click on config.ini, then open with Notepad. Scroll down, here you can see window is equal to yes. You can type in no over here. Click on file, then click on save, and then launch the game. Now still you're facing the problem, then again open the config file, and this time for window it's no. If by default it should be no, so if it is no, type in yes. So try both yes and no. So go to file, then click on save, and now launch the game. Now the next step is to turn on Steam overlay. For this, make a right click on the game, select properties, and then put a check on the box which says enable the Steam overlay while in game, and then launch the game. Now the next step is to configure the controller. For this, go to Steam, click on Steam on the top, and then click on settings, go to controller tab, then click on general controller settings, and then if you have Xbox controller, put a check on Xbox configuration support. If you have PlayStation controller, put a check on the box which says PlayStation configuration support. Now launch the game. Now the next step is to select high performance in graphics settings. For this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box, and then click on graphics settings. Now click on browse. Now go to the game installation folder. So wherever the game is installed, in my case it's in D drive, so open Steam library, Steam apps, common WWE 2K22 folder. In C drive, open program files x86, then you will see Steam folder. open Steam folder, then open Steam apps, and then open the common folder. Over here you will find the game folder. So open Steam folder, Steam apps, common, game folder, and select the game exe file, then click on add. In my case, the game is still added, already added. So once the game is added, click on the game and then click on options and then select high performance, then click on save. Now launch the game. Now the next step is to uncheck controller in Steam controller settings. Now this has also worked for many players, so you can try this. Make a right click on the game. Click on Steam and then go to settings and then click on general controller settings and then uncheck all the controller over here. So uncheck it and then launch the game. Now the next step is to disable or enable Steam input. For this, make a right click on the game, select properties and then go to controller tab. By default, use default settings would be selected, so click on it and then click on enable Steam input and now launch the game. Still you are facing the problem. This time select disable Steam input and now launch the game. So one of the steps should help you to get rid of that problem. So you should be able to go beyond press any button screen. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.